Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We are back with more of that TenSura greatness, of course. This being the 24th and final episode of season 2, or episode 48 overall. And this might be the last TenSura Tuesday for a while, which in a way is like, oh, damn, right? It's a bummer because we know the next thing most likely that we're going to have with TenSura, and that is a movie. Yes. And we had like a visual. I think the release date right now is slated for fall of 2022. So about a year or so from now. And the new visual actually looks awesome. It's like a Pokemon reference here, but it's like Rimuru, like the slime essentially like Gigantamaxed. That's literally what it's like. It's like with Snorlax. It's kind of what it reminds me of. But you have like all the characters just on this giant slime, right? And I really like that visual. I'm assuming it's going to be a sequel to this season, but we'll have to wait and see probably until we get more information or a trailer or something like that, because I think right now we just have a release date and a visual. So yeah. Also, by the way, you guys may be able to tell my voice isn't fully cooperating with me today. I've been like a little under the weather the past day or so, and I only get sick like one time a year, and it's always around this time, like when the season is changing. So I'm just like a little congested. It's nothing crazy, and it's not COVID related. So I just want to say that I want to address that as well, because I was worried about that, but that's not the case. So yeah. Final episode here though of season 2, man. Clayman's gonna go out like this has to be it, right? In this final episode, I don't know if it's going to be quick. I don't think they would stretch it out the whole episode. I think it's going to be pretty quick, and then who knows what else what else are they going to leave us off with, right? That we're going to have to kind of sit on. Are we going to get a cliffhanger? Slime most of the time, right, usually leaves off. They'll give you a little something, right, to kind of that you're going to have to sit on. You're like, dang it, like what's going to happen with this? But most of the time I feel like they leave it off on a pretty wholesome note, as far as I remember. So I wouldn't be surprised if we have that as well with the end of this episode. But, we'll see. That's what we're here to do. We're here for the final episode of season 2, man. Let's hop right into it. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Yeah, we saw this at the end. The power up and all that. And the freaking laugh. Yeah, this right here. Like, it's a cool shot, but it was also so hilarious to me. No, nobody's really worried. Oh, okay, maybe someone's worried about this. But this is the plan that sort of we had, right? And it's a Rimuru thing to do, for sure. Clayman is fleeing. He wants to flee. Not surprised. Just ignore just everything Rimuru said right there. This man's so far gone. Nah, not gonna work. You're not getting away, dude. Like, come on. It's a wrap. No. Is that... I was going to say, yeah, is that the same barrier that Guy used? Already taking a page out of his book. And we got the OP kicking up here. We're not even worried. I'm not worried. I mean, thanks for the show. It looks cool. These dragons and all that. Like, see, it looks cool, but dude, we're not worried. Demon Blaster. What a name. Nice try. Come on, Clayman. What do you mean? You're seeing it right in front of your eyes. That was all you had? That's it? He's not listening. He's not listening. Oh, the classic. Ooh. Oh. I was gonna say, is he gonna leave it off with 3? But there's more. There's more than that. Oh, this is what I mean, that shit with Shion. That shit with Shion was awesome. And like this. Woo. Yeah. Nobody can disagree with that. Nobody's disagreeing with that. Oh my god. Literally, he is giving you a chance. Clayman, just... In a way, I have to respect that. But damn. I mean, do you guys kind of respect that in a way? The stutter. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Wait. Now I might actually tell you. Go ahead. Approval. We already said that. It's not gonna be painless. Finally, right, guys? Finally. Ah, damn. Like they wouldn't be able to even do anything in this situation, though. Like a part of me, like they try to make me feel bad for him. Wow. Yeah. It's too late to realize this now, man. He is way too far into it, way too far gone. That's it. Finally, man. Took out the trash. Episode 48, Octagram. Hey, me and Guy are on the same page. And you got that acknowledgement. And we weren't even worried about that. There's a lot of things we weren't really worried about here in this last stretch, you know? Man, this competition. You got Ramirez, you got Veldora in there, you got Milim, you got... Oh, come on, Milim. Come on, Milim. You still gonna say it like that? Yo, Veldora came here just like that, bro. He was ready. The instant he heard something, he didn't even let him finish the sentence. Veldora, bro. And they were saying it seemed like she was stronger than him, right? Oh, okay, so it's a disguise. So that would make sense then. Uh-oh, cat's out of the bag. Well, you can't hide it now. So this is actual Demon Lord Valentine. You Smith. Okay. Oh, kind of from the back kind of looks like Rimuru. Or maybe a little bit. Like from the back, I was more so saying. So that means this guy Roy is just, I don't want to say a grunt because he's probably a little strong, but especially if he is her subject or whatever's going on there. Luminous. So is that actually what it is? Luminous? Luminous Valentine? The Demon Lord I killed. You know him, you killed him. Yeah, Milim doesn't know Kazalim, right? Like, Milim's one of the older Demon Lords. Yeah, Clayman did mention Kazalim. Curse Lord. Yeah. I mean, there's probably a lot that Willem has collected in her brain over the years, so I guess maybe it makes sense she wouldn't remember it, but actually you should probably remember something like that. Kozlim was also a death man. Pretended to be killed by Leon and went to hide somewhere. Is that hard to do, though? I mean, I don't know. What does Leon care about? I mean, we know he cares about one thing really in particular, but besides that, this man don't really care about a whole lot. Literally. A part of me, like, kind of likes it, actually. Kozlim came back and possessed a human. I swear, like, there was a scene with Yuki. There was a scene with Yuki in one episode, right? The headmaster, where they were talking about Kozlim. I think, was Laplace there too? I remember that episode. I'm gonna have to go back. Likely someone helped him. Best to be aware of that. Better to be aware of that than just kind of throw it out like, oh, Kozlim's dead. That's true. But still gotta kind of keep an eye out. You're right. Exactly. Yes, sir. Of course. That's an interesting plot point, though. But I swear in that episode with Yuki, I don't remember exactly. I'm gonna have to go back, like I said. There was something in that scene that kind of plays off, like this plays off of that. Or makes me think of that episode. Huh? Without my input? Even this guy got up from sleeping. Relinquish her Demon Lord title? Well, duh, you didn't tell her. Damn. It has to take a lot, because some people's like egos that are crazy. So for her to just come out and kind of admit this or like accept that this is what it is, I respect that. You have to be multi kind of skilled or versatile, I guess. That's a lot for Willem to handle right here, right now. Wait, the pieces are just falling into Willem's control. Okay. Wow. Carry on. Okay. Frey and carry on. She was having a blast. That muscle brain. I kind of like this. I don't mind this. I mean, but doesn't that open up more spots for more Demon Lords then? So we can maybe not like instantly, but because you can't have Rimuru all the time. You can't have Rimuru all the time, Willem. So there, now you got Frey. The differences between Frey and Carry On joining her is just, it's just great. Brain overload. Just go ahead, whatever. Do it. It's official. Look at her face right there. Oh my god. So this is gonna strengthen like Milim and like that domain like a lot. Because that's obviously a big thing that Slime is big about, is like the political part of things, and then also like building the, not even just with Tempest, but these other areas as well. Her brain is literally fried. Is this over? The 10 Great Demon Lords. Now the 8 Octagram. Okay, so they aren't gonna replace them. That's the title of the episode, Octagram. Octagram. Perfect time to come up with a new name. And we're all here, yep. So I guess we aren't gonna get new Demon Lords. There's definitely different, each of them in their own ways. Yeah. It's crazy. Rimuru is like the new one here and just already comes up with a name. They already give him this privilege. I insist. Oh. Dude, he's walking through it. This man, dude. You can't decline, Rimuru. Come on. Yo, Gee. You will, right? Like, you will. It's got a little spicy all of a sudden. What the hell? This man made the perfect path, dude. Literally. Please put the table back together. Can you put the table back together, bro? Okay, I guess not. Octagram. The stars of 8. You're a genius. Genius. Hmm. Huh? Hmm. Huh? Who? You're a genius, Rimuru. Rimuru just got here already getting like, I mean, you got this man actually sitting up, standing up straight, sitting up straight. Leon doesn't complain. This man don't care about a lot of shit, but no complaints. Guy, I mean, Rimuru already got all the clout. I already had clout, but now, I mean, jeez. You just got here. Dude, we're gonna get so much more of him. And just from his introduction here, oh my god, dude. He's crazy. The little pose there. I mean, we still have to get probably more with a lot of these Demon Lords. Like, we barely got shit with them. Obviously, some of them we've got a lot of, but... Who do you think has the coolest name? Like, in your guys' opinion? Slime, the newbie. Like, the coolest introduction. I really like Leon's, actually. Like, the title, the name. Omedeto. There we go. It's official. This is big. For the future of the series, for the future of Tempest, for the future of freaking everything. Oh, is this what they were talking about? Like the wheat, the... Oh. You better dip. You better dip. You better get the hell out of here. Is this what Valentine was telling the Roy guy to go back for, or was that something else entirely? Good decision, man. You made the right choice, dude. Oh, okay, so he is back. Oh. And now we know what the truth is, like what's actually going on here, but they don't. That this guy isn't actually a demon lord. The irony. Damn. Ooh. And he just stands there like that? Now we know this guy isn't a demon lord, but I still figured he was pretty strong, but I get he has his heart. He has his heart. Wait, what? What? Huh? I guess he's not stronger than Laplace. Or Laplace is just something crazy that we didn't like. I didn't really think he was this strong. Jeez. Like, guess it makes sense. I don't know. I don't even know what that scene was. Oh, that's nice to see Carry On back with all of them. Oh, hey, a long time no see. How long has it been since we saw the students? Hey, 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 you're next. Which actually, I don't want to say that about Hinata, but you're next. Yuki really is next. That okay? Maybe not Hinata, but because they kind of hinted that there's something going on with her that we may actually be able to. I was thinking get her on our side because she's not being herself or something like that. The newest volume. Don't you forget about that. Yo. With the ED over it too. Love it. Look what we've built. Look what we've built. And it's only getting crazier. It's only getting bigger. This is what you have to protect right here. Like he was saying earlier. Dude. The progression, man. This is this is what this series is. My boy Gopta. Oh, look at Veldora behind. In midair, like doing a plank swan dive or something. this shot. Ah, Veldora. Veldora gotta get in there. Like, don't forget about me. I'm here. To be continued. Yep. All right, man. So yeah, they did leave it off on kind of a more wholesome note, which with the ED playing over it and just little moments like that little montage there at the end, it just, the feeling, it kind of sends chills, you know, because you just think about, like, even what Rimuru was talking about right there, like the beginning of the series, how this all even started. You think about that point until now and what we've built, who Rimuru has around him now. Like, even when he was up on the hill right there, like, look who was around him and look how much they've grown and how much stronger, obviously, they've got. And then just seeing everyone, right, in Tempest and what we've built, what we've accomplished, what we've been through. All that right there that we just saw, that montage, like, I don't know, part of me just felt all of that, like thinking about everything that we've kind of been through up until this point. You know, and we still have more to go, of course, but still, that's how I felt with this. But for the Octagram stuff, I mean, Rimuru, even Walpurgis, what came out of this, Rimuru meeting these other demon lords, like, this is huge, right? And them seeing Rimuru and knowing and getting that Rimuru is the real deal. This is so big for the future of Tempest and just for this series as a whole, man. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait until the movie, which I'm thinking is going to be a sequel. I would assume it's going to be a sequel to this. But I think I mentioned earlier, following the Demon Slayer formula, the route, that's just going to continue to be a pretty common thing, I feel like, especially after you have a season or two of an anime. It's going to get a movie for sure. Like a lot of these series. So expect to see more of that for sure. But yeah, this finale, I was assuming it was going to be pretty quick with Clayman, and we did take him out. There's also that plot point with Chazal, which I'm going to have to go back and watch that episode that I was talking about during the reaction with Yuki. I don't remember exactly what episode it was, but I remember, I think it was like Yuki. I forget who else was in the room. I think Laplace might have been in there, and there was someone else. There was like another character or two that was in there when they were talking about Chazal. And for some reason, my mind is like, there was something in that episode that this episode sort of plays off of that is important, or that maybe that they revealed already that our characters don't know, like Rimuru and them don't know, but maybe we know. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that episode. But so there's that. I mean, there's so much more too, right? Like we barely got anything with some of these demon lords, right? And I feel like with a series like this, it's like the possibilities are endless in what you can do with it, especially like building the nation and what else is out there in the world. And obviously, like with the otherworlder stuff and just that whole concept. I mean, we still got to deal with Yuki, of course, which I know at first I was saying like Hinata, you're next, but they kind of already hinted at or said something along the lines of that Hinata might not be herself. So I could see potentially Hinata at some point becoming an ally. I could see that, but who knows what happens with that. But Yuki, he's a snake. He's a snake, man. So we got to deal with that. This part as a whole, I would say this part is probably about on the same level for me as the first part, honestly. Maybe I enjoyed the first part a little bit more, but it's really close. It's kind of hard to say, and especially me just finishing this here. You know, the really after finishing the episode and not really having all my thoughts collected, I have to really think about it more. But they're about on the same level, I'd say, the part 1 and part 2. So just the whole second season as a whole. Obviously, there were some slow moments, but that's what is essential to sort of to the series. Now, granted, there were episodes that sometimes felt like a freaking recap. So yeah, I kind of had a problem with those, but there is some significant growth and development happening, obviously with the whole Tempest Nation, but then also with just the world and a lot of these other characters, right? So I really like what season 2 did as a whole in really expanding the world, and obviously the development and the strength increase in a lot of our characters, in Rimuru, the main focal point, but a lot of our other characters as well. So this is big progression for the future of this series. And that's what this is all about, building the Tempest Nation. That's what it is, the main thing at the core of this series. So when people complain about like world building or, you know, slower episodes where they're focusing on certain things that contribute to the growth of Tempest, whether it's by individual characters or just like I said, the world and these other factions or other characters in the world, I don't know how you can like, how have you made it this far into this series at this point and are complaining about stuff like are you surprised by like episodes like that? Like if you made it to this point, you should not be complaining, because that's what this series is at its core. Now obviously there's a lot of other stuff that goes on in it, but at its core, that's what TenSura is, and I love it for that, because I think it's very diverse in terms of an isekai and kind of, I guess, how it's handled and what it does with its characters, what it does with its world, that some isekai don't really have. Now, obviously, there's some isekai that do better things than Slime, but I feel like Slime definitely does some better things in terms of the isekai genre when comparing it to other ones. So, you know, you can kind of sit here and compare all day, and I know this is just the end of this season, end of the episode thought, so I don't really have everything collected, but I really enjoyed what we had with this second season as a whole, man. No surprise, really. I would say I'm in the 8 to 9 ballpark range, probably as far as my rating goes for this season, even with some little minor issues with episodes that were sort of like recaps. You know, the slower episodes I don't mind, but there were like, I think there was an episode or two in the part 1, and then like an episode or so here where you pretty much could have just wrote it off as a recap. But I'm not gonna, it's not even really a big complaint, honestly. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to the movie fall of 2022, so hopefully I'm able to see it in theaters end of 2022. We'll see how that goes. That's like over a year from now, so it's gonna be a long time probably till or not really a long time, but a significant amount of time till we get more TenSura. But I mean, man, really enjoyed what we had with this finale and with this season. You know, Veldora being in the mix now is just awesome as well. It's obviously another big factor, meeting these game-changing characters, especially someone like Guy. I feel like, I mean, man, I cannot wait till more for more of this series and you know, where we go from here in the future. So yeah, that about does it for this episode of TenSura, the final episode of season 2. Let me know what you all thought of this one. If you guys did enjoy my reaction, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.